हिरण्यकाशीपुरवृक्षः हिरण्यकाशीपुरवृक्षः शिलाटङ्कानखालाये शिलाटङ्कानखालाये तो नरसिंह पर तो नरसिंह पर तो नरसिंह यत यत यामि ततो नरसिंह यत यत यामि ततो नरसिंह बाहिर नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह बाहिर नरसिंह हृदय नरसिंह नरसिंहदिं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंहदिं शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमलवरे नाकाम् अद्भुत श्रृंगाम दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गं केशवधृत नरहरिरूपं जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत शेष लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत शेष जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय नर हरि जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल जय श्री नरसिंह भगवान की जय भक्त शिरोमणि प्रहलाद महाराज की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल थैंक यू
Sorry, yeah. So thank you, Mataji. Very wonderful prayers. Now we will lead the translation of Damodar Ashtakam. Santosh Prabhu, could you please read translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, yes.
Yeah, all 8. Okay. Yeah.
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence. Just a moment, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who I, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from the swing, he is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda. But who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed, to that the Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, I offer my humble obeisances. Number 2. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with three lines like conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To the Supreme Lord, Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes, but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. 3. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in the knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence, that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with the intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Sri Damodara hundreds and hundreds of times. 4. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Balagopala in Vrindavana may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? Number 5. O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. 6. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in the ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. 7. O Lord Damodara, just as the two sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with the rope to a wooden grinding mortar. In the same way, please give me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. Number 8. O Lord Damodara, I first of all offer my obeisances unto the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to you, to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. So now
No
we'll
worries.
sing Damodara prayers. Sita will sing and I will follow her. I request all the devotees, please be on mute and follow. Okay? Please everyone, please be on mute and then follow.
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam
Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam
Yeshodabhiyolu Kaladhavamanam Param Nishtamatyanta Drudruchagopya
Yashodabhiyolu kaladhavamanam paramrushtamachyanta drutya gopya
Rudamuhurnetra yugmam rujantam Karam bhuja नेत्रम्
रुदन्तमुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं रुजन्तं कराम्भुजयुग्मेन शताङ्कनेत्रम्
मुहूर्श्वासकम्पात्रिरेखान्तकण्ठा सीताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्
मुहुश्वासकम्पात्रिरेखाङ्ककण्ठा स्थिताग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्
इति दृष्ट्वा लीलाभिरनन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तम् आख्यापयन्तम्
इति दृक्स्वा लीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषनिमाजन्तमख्यापयन्तम्
तदीयसितग्नेषु भक्तजितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमातस्तं सतवृत्ति वन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तैर्जिता त्वं पुनः प्रेमातास्तं शतवृत्तिवन्दे
वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिं वा न चान्यविनेहं वरे सदपिह
वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षं वधिं वा न चन्यवृणेहं वर्षदपीह
इदं ते वपुर्नाद गोपालबालम् सदामि मानसा वीरस्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालं सदामि मानसा वीरास्तं किमन्ये
इदं ते मुकाम्बोजम् अत्यन्तनीलै व्रतं कुन्तलै स्निग्धरक्तश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजमत्यन्तनीलै व्रतं कुन्तालै स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्तादरं मे मनसविरस्तमालं लक्षलाभे
मुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनसा वीरास्तमालं लक्ष्यलाभै
नमो देवा दामोदर अनन्त विष्णु प्रसिद्ध प्रभो दुःख जलाब्धिमग्नम्
नमो देवा दामोदर अनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःख जलाब्धिमग्नम्
कृपा दृष्टि विश्यान्ति दीनं बतानु गृहाणि समामग्नमिति यक्षिदुष्या
कृपा दृष्टिवृत्स्याति दिनं बतानु गृहाणि क्षमामग्नामिति यक्षिदृश्या
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमृतैव यद्वात् त्वया मोषितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमृत्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मुषितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौश्च
तदा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं मे प्रयश्च न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्राहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
नमस्तेस्तु धाम्ने सुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाद विश्वस्य धाम्ने
Namaste Damne Spuradipti Dhamne Tvadiyodara Visvasya Dhamne
Namo Radhikayai Tvadiya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam
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 Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam
Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam
Yashodabhiyalokalatavamanam Param Nishtamatyanta Drodruja
Yashodabhiyolu Kaladhavamanam Paramrushtamachyanta Todrucha Gopya
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha.
Damodara Radha, Damodara Radhe.
Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radhe.
Jaya Yashoda Damodara, Yashoda Damodara Radhe.
Jaya Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara Yashoda Damodara.
Shri Radha Damodar Bhagwan ki.
Jai. So, thank you very much. Okay. Okay, first let me see who are there on the call. Let me stop sharing and see. Okay, wonderful. Nice to see Viraj Prabhu back, and Hare Krishna, Samudra Mataji, Manjula Mataji, Satish Prabhu, Hare Krishna, and Krishna Priya Mataji, Hare Krishna, and Madhavi Mataji, Ambada Prabhu. So,
Hare
wonderful.
Krishna.
Wonderful. The screen is full of devotees. Thank you very much. We are discussing Damodar Lila. Okay, let me share my screen. Who remember two types of crisis? Your hand immediately. Yes, Viraj Prabhu.
Prabhuji, one is a ethical, one is a moral.
Sorry, what is the other one?
Moral.
Super.
Moral crisis and ethical crisis.
Ethical crisis, right? Very good. So we discussed about that one in our last session. So okay, so let me share the screen. Okay, so we discussed about Mother Yashoda. Sukadeva Goswami is explaining Mother Yashoda churning butter, and while churning, she is recollecting the naughty activities of Krishna, and she is singing songs. and then always remain in Krishna consciousness. We should sing the songs of the Lord and always remember his pastimes. We discussed this bit, and threefold engagements in Krishna consciousness, mind, body, and words. We discussed this one. And then description of Mother Yashoda, we discussed. Mother Yashoda wearing saffron yellow saree with a belt tied about her full hips, and she is turning the rope, and her bangles and earrings are moving and vibrating, and bangles makes noise. And because of her intense love for Krishna, her breasts were wet with milk, and her face with its beautiful eyebrows was wet with perspiration. So she is sweating. Understand? So here it is clearly mentioned that it's a labor work. Labor work means physical work. Okay, and the Malati flowers were falling from her hair. We discussed the key point that devotional service is not a white collar job. Like smart, nicely dressed. And the dress will not disturb. Okay, from morning to evening, after attending a festival or whatever it may be. So it should not be like that. Okay, we have to be engaged in service. That is a key point. Understand? And what exactly here we understood the bangles. So the bangles are assisting Mother Yashoda, and the bangles are making that rhythmic music. Okay, that is in synchronization with her song. Okay, here the bangles are not imitating Mother Yashoda. Very, very key point. Okay, why the description of Mother Yashoda is given? To follow her footsteps. Okay, one cannot become Mother Yashoda. Don't imitate. Okay, but follow her footsteps. Just like how these bangles are assisting in her bhakti. In the same way, one should be in association with pure devotee and be part of the mission. That is very, very important. So don't try to be great. Okay, you don't enjoy actually. Okay, if people should glorify me, I am a great, like different services I mentioned. Okay, great actor, great director, or great kirtanir, great cook, great garland maker, or great so on so forth. Okay, no, don't try to feel like that, but be grateful for getting that opportunity and serving. Okay, so instead of becoming great, serving the great is more glorious. Understand? So these are all tuning our consciousness. That's why the practical application in our daily lives. Okay, and then hungry Krishna, he came, he caught hold of Mother Yashoda from behind and prevented mother to insert, and mother took him in her lap and start feeding. At the same time, she observed the milk on the oven was boiling and overflowing. She left Krishna aside and switched off the oven. So hungry Krishna now became angry Krishna. Okay, so here, okay, what are the key points? Krishna conscious household life. Okay, everything in household affairs of Mother Yashoda was meant for Krishna. So whatever we do, it should meant for Krishna. Studies for students. Okay, job which we do, everything should meant for Krishna. And multiple activities. Sometimes one must take care of more than one item of important business for the same purpose. Therefore, Mother Yashoda was not unjust when she left her son to take care of overflowing milk. Dynamically, sometimes we need to do multiple things. Okay, so of course, as I mentioned, the ethical crisis. Ethical crisis means everything is devotional activity, many devotional items, activities to do. Okay, and dynamically we need to act. Okay, change the priorities. Okay, move the first one to second one to first, depending on the circumstances, situation, and act accordingly, like that. If necessary, okay, we allocate some task to some other devotee, and we do something so that both will be done. Yeah, this is decision making. Yeah, this is acting spontaneously, dynamically. That is very, very important. Okay, on the platform of love and affection, it is the duty of the devotee to do one thing first and other things later, depending on situation, as I mentioned. Okay, so these are the practical applications. Devotional service is not like peaceful job. Understand? Okay, we will be in tension, we will be under pressure. Yeah, particularly during festivals, we'll understand that pressure and all. Okay, different people will come and ask different things. Different people will suggest different things. Yeah, different people recommend the different things. Yeah, sometimes different people want to do the same service. Yeah, all these things will be there. Definitely, it's not a smooth going. Devotional service is not a smooth going activity. Yeah, but we should use our intelligence. We should use our, of course, within our limitation. So maybe not everyone will get the same type of intelligence. Yeah, but within the limitations. Okay, within the limitations, we need to learn and apply. Okay, so while discussing this one, we discussed that moral crisis and ethical crisis. And another point here mentioned is prioritize the activities. I already mentioned. In Krishna consciousness, everything is a dynamic. Krishna guides the devotee in what to do first and what to do next on the platform of absolute truth. Yes, Manjula Mataji, you raised your hand.
Prabhu, during discussion with the devotees, it was also shared that the reason why we can't follow Yashoda Maya or Nand Maharaj is because they are the eternal parents of Krishna, and they are Drona and Dara, Drona and Dara. So we can never ever be them. So that's also was highlighted. So, which again is of course what you're trying to say, that we can't be them. So
yes,
I just thought of this can also, thank you, Prabhu.
Definitely. Very good point. Wonderful point. Yeah, like Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj are like so on the platform of that Vatsalya Ras. Yeah. So we cannot imitate. Yeah. So very good point. Thank you very much, Mataji. Yeah. So yeah, prioritize the activities. Yeah, prioritize the activities. On the point, what Manjula Mataji mentioned. I remember once one girl asked long time back. This is a long time back when we have one. I think Bruhat Murdanga Prabhu. Someone we have a guest visitor. One girl asked the question like, I feel like Krishna is my boyfriend. Yeah, I always feel like that. Okay, so can I serve Krishna in that mood? Something like that. The question. Okay, so Maharaj mentioned like that Madhurya Rasa is totally different. Yeah, that is Madhurya Bhav. We are not at all qualified to enter into that zone of Madhurya Bhav. Okay, Krishna boyfriend means the girlfriend will chastise, make fun of him, like gopis do, like that. Okay, but we are not like that. Yeah. Okay, so we are always in dasya bhav, servant attitude. Okay, so in due course of time, so as the soul is growing, okay, progressing in spiritual in the spiritual consciousness, okay, it may get the consciousness of higher consciousness, okay, but as a practitioner of Krishna consciousness, as a practitioner means sadhakas, okay, we must make sure we are always in dasya bhav. This is very, very important. Don't consider Krishna. Yes, Viraj Prabhu.
Prabhuji, one question, and question in the sense, I thought in my mind like two things. So just correct me if I am wrong. So in the olden eras, people was too much spiritual, comparatively more spiritual than the now. So when we were going to the varnashrams, right? like currently everyone in the this era is like a Shudra.
Yeah.
And like means, so when you said something like we should be also in this era, everyone will be eligible to have only in the Dasya Ras.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
is there any correlation? Maybe I'm just trying to think of, because of our abilities, more or less what you told is our abilities are not up to those marks, and we cannot achieve those Ras or other Varnas.
Yeah.
And because of our activity, we have to be in the Dasya Ras or in the Shudra mode.
Yeah.
So is it a means I am correlating both things, but does it make sense to correlate?
Yeah. True, of course. Kali Yuga, everyone is Sudra. Yeah. So even though there is a Brahmana, the Brahmana is also in the mode of servant, isn't it? So of course, top of Brahmana, the level up to Brahmana is Vaishnava. This Vaishnava can be any of these four Varnas, isn't it? Yeah. But so that service attitude, servant, that mood of servant, okay, that is very much required. Got it, Prabhuji?
Yeah, means Prabhuji, I was just trying to compare two things. So I was thinking whether, as we are in this like this era, so is it right to compare that we are meant for the seva or service only? So in that case, we can have we cannot have the other rases. We can have Dasya Ras only. We are eligible to that. And other way, anyway, as a Varnashram, we are in the Shudra because we are service. We are doing a service, basically.
One point is, Viraj Prabhu, this four Varnas are based on the materialistic platform, on material platform. Okay. But this servant is the soul's constitutional position. Eternally, it is servant of the Lord. It's on a spiritual platform.
So two different platforms are there. Basically, two categories are like this Dasya Ras or those Rasis are based on the spiritual platform.
Exactly.
And the one you are talking about, Varnas and all, are meant for the material platform.
Material.
So that is where the difference is.
In this material world. So no matter which Varna you belong to, okay, as I mentioned last time, the king, Kshatriya, okay, but he has to sweep the street. Understand? So this servant doesn't just apply for Sudra. Servant applies to all these four, even above four Vaishnava.
Prabhu, when I was talking about, like, I remember, like, when we were talking about that Varnashrams, whoever is in whoever Varnas by born or maybe by tag, but by karma, we all comes under the category of Shudra. Yeah. In this era, especially in this era.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, you got it, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So, but this servant, this Dasya is a constitutional position of the soul in spiritual platform or in spiritual world. Eternally, the soul is servant of the Lord. Okay, so that's purely on spiritual platform. Okay, so yeah. So this is what, okay, we cannot imitate, as I mentioned. Okay, so Maharaj mentioned, you cannot imitate. You cannot serve the Lord as, he is my boyfriend, like that. But few, in my personal life, I have seen one example. My grandmother's sister, means my maternal grandmother's sister. I forgot her name now. So my grandmother, she told me when I was a child, even my mother told me, from her childhood onwards, okay, she is different from other girls. She always play with Krishna's, Krishna dolls, something like that. How she plays, she cooks with toys, toy stoves, toy vessels, she cooks, and toy plate, she acts like serve and she feeds, like that. So she used to play like this in her childhood. So parents are thinking, okay, she's a small girl, it's a game. But as she is growing, she is always in the same mode. She's all neighbors and other villagers, they branded her as a mad girl. Yeah, she don't mingle with other girls, play with them. Yeah, she is growing also. She always, where is my Krishna? My Krishna will cry now. I need to feed him milk. Where is my Krishna? My Krishna, I need to feed him. Food. Oh, it's a time to go to bed. I need to make my Krishna to sleep. Like this. She always speaks like this. The parents are really, really worried very much. And those days, it's child marriages. Okay, I think maybe at the age of 14 or 15, she got married. But she never, took care of her husband. She never. So the finally husband gave divorce. Yeah. So always parents are taking care. This so-called madness, which people say, okay, it's there till her death. Always, always. If we give her food, she says, okay, no, first I need to feed to my Krishna, then I will eat. Like that. I remember once she traveled in a train. She did not take the ticket. The ticket collector asked, where is your ticket? And she said, my Krishna is there. He will give you a ticket. My Krishna is there, like that. So maybe 60 years or 70 years she lived. I exactly don't know after her parents left this planet how she survived. Maybe other relatives or something. But during her lifetime, complete lifetime, she was in this madness. This is happened in my family, family. Yeah, but that is not a action or imitation, because she doesn't care of anyone. Even her husband also gave divorce, and she didn't have any children also. Yeah, she spent her whole life like that. So we don't know what type of bhakti she got from her previous birth. Yeah, but she, till her last breath, she was in this mood, and she left the planet. Yes. Manjula Mataji, you raised your hand.
Prabhu, from what you're describing, she appears to be an Avaduta. She
Exactly.
was, yes, she was a very highly evolved soul, is what I think. Very, very
True.
highly evolved, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, something like that. So we don't know. So such things happen very rarely. Yeah. So because my mother and my grandmother, they used to tell, this example always, in my childhood, I remember. And why they told me, so I born on Janmashtami day, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, and they named me as Radha Krishna. So this grandmother, she likes me very much. While telling that one, she explained, my mother and my grandmother, they explained all these things. Yeah, these things happen rarely, like Manjula Mataji mentioned, some special souls, they just appear like that. Okay. So, but we cannot imitate. We cannot imitate. That is very important. Okay. So now, yeah, being very angry and biting his reddish lips with his teeth, Krishna, with false tears in his eyes, broke the container of yogurt with a piece of stone. Then he entered a room and began to eat the freshly churned butter in a solitary place. As I mentioned, hungry Krishna became angry Krishna because his mother left him aside and went to switch off to save the milk. So he broke the pot, and see here it is saying he is biting his reddish lips with his teeth because he got angry, and false tears in his eyes, and he broke the pot of yogurt with a piece of stone. Then he entered a room and began to eat this freshly churned butter in a solitary place. This is what exactly Krishna did it. Mother Yashoda, after taking down the hot milk from the oven, returned to the churning pot. And when she saw that the container of yogurt was broken and that Krishna was not present, she concluded that the breaking of the pot was the work of Krishna. So she understood, oh, this is done by Krishna because I can't see him anywhere here. So now what exactly Krishna is doing? Krishna at that time was sitting on an upside down wooden mortar for grinding the spices and was distributing milk preparations such as yogurt and butter to monkeys as he liked. Because of having stolen, he was looking all around with great anxiety, suspecting that he might be chastised by his mother. Mother Yashoda, upon seeing him, very cautiously approached him from behind. See what Krishna is doing. As I mentioned, yeah, Krishna is not selfish. Okay, he is not just eating, even in this scenario also. He is feeding to monkeys. Okay, and he is in fear of mother. My mother may come anytime. So he is looking here and there, here and there, here and there. Yeah, and he is feeding to monkeys. So mother very cautiously approached him from behind. Because otherwise, if she makes any noise, then he will run away. That's why. So what exactly here, the points here we need to understand. See, very beautiful point here is, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is fearful of his mother. I am again saying there is a difference between our children getting scared of us or we getting scared of our parents and Krishna getting scared of his mother. There's a lot of difference. Krishna wants to experience this Vatsalya Bhav, Vatsalya Ras with his devotees. When Krishna wants to experience this Vatsalya Ras, what happens? Okay, it has to be exactly how we experience, isn't it? That's why Mother Yashoda, she did not feel at all that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. For her, Krishna is her child only. Okay, she is completely covered by Yoga Maya. Okay, she saw the whole universe when Krishna opened his eyes. Krishna ate dust. Balaram complained. Mother came to punish him. Krishna said, I did not eat. Okay, you open your mouth and show. When he opened, the Mother Yashoda was the complete universe. She was really bewildered. Understand? And then Yoga Maya covered so that she comes out of that, feel. And she forgot it. And she thinks Krishna as her son. Understand? So, when Krishna wants to experience this Vatsalya Ras from his devotees, that parental relation, okay, son, mother, son, father relation, he exactly experiences how we do. Okay. So that's why it includes the chastisement for mother. It includes punishments. Even there are beautiful, explanations are given. When Nanda Maharaj is ready to go out, Krishna brings the shoe for him in his hands and put before Nanda Maharaj, like that. Yeah. And he experienced just like how we experience our, friendship with our friends. When Krishna loses the game, they punish. Like, Krishna has to take one of his friend on his shoulder and run or walk like that. Understand? Exactly how we behave or how we experience, how we live in these relations. Krishna exactly experiencing the same. Okay? There is nothing like, no, I want parental relation, but I don't want to be punished. I don't want to be chastised. Yeah. I don't want to be beaten by my friends. No, not like that. This is a very important point. So the position, the Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he is exactly experiencing just like how we are. That is the key point here. Now, 3 bullet points on the screen. Yogis cannot reach Krishna, but pure devotees like Mother Yashoda, Krishna already caught. Understand? Yogis, yeah, they can't have this type of relation, just like how Mother Yashoda and Krishna has, or how Gopis and Krishna, has, the relation, or how Madhumangala and Krishna has, or even how Arjuna and Krishna has. Okay, in different, even how Hanuman and Lord Ram has in Dasya Bhav. We know this famous story. After Lord Ram, back to Ayodhya, with Sita, all Vanars and also came. Yeah, Hanuman. So they are allocating services to serve Lord. So that time actually, everyone is thinking, oh my God, if Hanuman is here, he will take all the services. Okay. Somehow, they sent Hanuman to somewhere. Okay, you go and bring something. And they allocated all services to the different people. And Hanuman came. What is my service? All services are filled in. Okay, he saw the list. It's all right. I still have one service. What is that service? When Lord ends, I need to do like this. Okay, so that is my service. Who is going to do it? I can do. Understand? And so that Hanuman's, happy with his service, because he can be with Lord Ram all the time, because we don't know when the Lord is going to end. Understand? So this type of rapport or the bondage with the Lord, yogis, no, they don't dare to do these things, isn't it? Can any yogi or any rishi, any great sage take this service and sit next to Lord Ram's bed? It's not possible, isn't it? So that is the difference between a bhakta and yogi. Okay, so Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda and yogis are afraid of Krishna, as we already mentioned. So that is the reason, become a devotee, not a yogi. Yes, Manjula Mataji, you raised your hand.
Prabhu, I just wanted to check. In the celestial Vrindavan, not the earthly Vrindavan. In celestial Vrindavan also there will be exchange of all the relationships there too. So Krishna is exchanging these there as well, isn't it? And he's doing same on on earth as well.
Yeah.
So the relationship he's experiencing even in the spiritual world, in Golok Vrindavan, in spiritual world.
Yes.
So it's the same. It's going to be the same, isn't it?
Same. It's going to be the same. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the consciousness. We need to tune our consciousness. I know that's why don't go too much of doing austerities or meditation. These things. Okay, but just to focus, how can I get a service to serve the Lord? Yeah. So that should be our consciousness. Okay. Now, while following Krishna, Mother Yashoda, her thin waist, overburdened by her heavy breast, naturally had to reduce her speed. Because of following Krishna very swiftly, her hair became loose, and the flowers in her hair were falling after her. Yet she did not fail to capture her son, Krishna. So mother is chasing, and the son is escaping. This is the scenario, in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. Okay, and who are witnessing? All monkeys are witnessing. All birds are witnessing. Yeah, all trees are witnessing, including Nalakuvera and Manigriva. That's why even though they are in the form of trees, they are very, very fortunate. They are witnessing this beautiful pastime. And all gopis are also witnessing. Not only that, in heavenly planets, all in upper planetary system, all demigods are watching. Yeah, in Tapolok, from Tapolok, all yogis are watching. They are surprised, what is this? Is he really God? He is running away, from his mother. How can she take a stick and, chase him? Is it possible? Everyone is saying Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. If that is the case, how can he run like this? They are bewildered. Understand? So all these, great personalities are watching what exactly is happening. Yeah. And of course, here it is mentioned, the flowers in her hair were falling after her. Very beautiful explanation is given. The flowers, Malati flowers in her hair also became two groups. One group doesn't want Krishna to be caught. Oh, no. He's a small baby. If Mother Yashoda, catch him, she'll punish. We don't want Krishna to be caught. So they stay, stubborn, very, sticky on hair to give some weight to Mother Yashoda. But other, another group of flowers, no, Krishna has to be caught. Then we can see the fun. Okay. If I stay on the head of Mother Yashoda, she'll become burden, overweight. Okay. Let us fall down. So that is the consciousness of the flowers. Understand? So in spiritual world, everything has that consciousness. So that is the consciousness of the flower. So some flowers are falling down. Okay. That is what here it is explained. So yogis cannot capture Krishna by severe penances and austerities, but Mother Yashoda, despite all obstacles, was finally able to catch Krishna without difficulty. Krishna therefore confirms that who wants to capture him, one must undertake the devotional service. Understand? So practice devotional service to reach Krishna. So yogis need to do so much severe penances, from millions of years, millions of births, they need to follow. Of course, in previous yogas, okay, they can do. Okay. Anyway, don't say, oh, no, then why did they do? Okay. In previous yugas also we have bhaktas, we have yogis. Okay. Some has taken that path of, austerities, tapasya and all. But anyway, in our yuga, in this Kali Yuga, that is not at all possible. So, okay, nothing to confuse. Understand? So, to catch Krishna, one must undertake devotional service. That is what exactly here, this Damodar Lila is explaining us. Okay, let us put the effort, and that is the easy way. Even it is saying it is the easy way comparing with other processes. So bhaktas enter even the planet of Krishna very easily. But less intelligent yogis and jnanis, by their meditation, remain running after Krishna. They cannot enter even the effulgence of Krishna. Even if they enter Krishna's effulgence, they fall down. That is Brahma Jyoti, we all know. Yeah, Mayavadis. Okay. They may enter, but they will come back. So key point is they cannot enter into the spiritual world. It is not possible. Okay. That is the reason even Hiranyakashipu, where is Hari? Where is Hari? He is searching all planetary systems. But all these planetary systems are in this material world. The topmost is Brahmalok. So Hiranyakashipu cannot go beyond Brahmalok. So spiritual world is beyond Brahmalok, isn't it? So Hiranyakashipu is thinking Hari is hidden somewhere. Okay. So like that. So bhaktas can enter. Okay. But yogis cannot enter, or jnanis cannot enter. When caught by Mother Yashoda, Krishna became more and more afraid and admitted to being an offender. As she looked upon him, she saw that he was crying his tears, mixing with the black ointment around his eyes. And as he rubbed his eyes with his hands, he smeared the ointment all over his face. Mother Yashoda, catching her beautiful son by the hand, mildly began to chastise him. once he was caught. Okay, so fake tears in the eyes, and he's rubbing his eyes, and that black ointment that is applied to the eyes is mixed with the tears, and all over his face it's spread. That is the Krishna himself is beautiful. Okay, and again all these things happening on the face, it becomes more and more beautiful. Mother will not get the will not be in the mood of chastising. So immediately she thought, oh my God, he is scared too much. Okay, let me give him some relaxation. Yeah, some sort of comfort. Okay, immediately she threw her stick away. She threw the stick away, and then she mildly began to chastise. She is not shouting wildly. She is shouting or chastising very mildly. Even we know when gopis complain on Krishna also, when mother starts chastising Krishna, and gopis immediately say, no, don't shout him, don't shout him. We just want to inform him, we are not expecting you to shout him, like even gopis also, they enjoy that complaint, complaining, they enjoy it. Yeah, but they don't want Krishna to be chastised. So when mother, chastises Krishna, immediately they stops. No, don't shout him. We just want to update you. That's it. So like that, gopis enjoy, Krishna stealing butter in their house, they enjoy it. And they feel jealous if Krishna steal butter in some other gopis house. And even beautiful thing is Krishna at the same time steals, butter from different gopis. And all these gopis are saying, like, no, he came to my house yesterday night to steal butter. No. That time he was in my house. We caught him red-handed. Yeah. And they quarrel among themselves. So that's the beauty. He wants to satisfy all his devotees, by these pastimes. Okay, we'll stop here at 9 o'clock. We will go through these points on Wednesday. So thank you very much, all the devotees, for your attentive hearing. Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dharmapatni Mataji. So,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank you for joining, Mataji.
Prabhuji,
So,
next
Mataji,
class, when will be the next class?
Wednesday. So again, Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Yeah. Please connect to Mataji. So Dharmapatni Mataji, she lives in Bradford. Yeah. And she was recently initiated by His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. And Mataji's name is Dharmapatni Devidasi. And Mataji, what is your Prabhuji's initiated name?
His name is Nirgundas.
Nirgunadas. Prabhuji's name is Nirgunadas. Mataji came before also to our temple. So because since she lives in Bradford, it will be difficult to come every Sunday. But yesterday, Mataji came, and before sometimes she visits. Mataji, please, join this session. You can see, all the devotees, from our congregation. So thank you for joining, and keep connecting.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'll join on Wednesday.
Yeah. Every
Thank
Monday
you
and
for
Wednesday, evening 8 to 9, we have this session. So now we'll continue our this Leela again on Wednesday. Okay, devotees, if you switch on your videos, first we'll take your darshan, and then we can take the darshan of thank you, Sundar Mataji. Thank you, Jala Mataji. Thank you, Santosh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Masavi Mataji, can you switch on your video? Also, Ambada Prabhu, is it possible to switch on your video?
I don't have any video at the moment.
Okay, fine. I think Madhavi Mataji may not be. Yes, Bhuvaneshwari Mataji, thank you very much. Praneshwar Prabhu, yes. Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. And very beautiful Krishna behind you. Krishna always behind you. Beautiful picture, Praneshwar Prabhu behind you. Okay. Right. Samudra Mataji, can you take darshan of your deities?
Yeah, sure.
Acharya. On sound.
Very wonderful. Gaurnitai. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Let us take the darshan of Yashoda, Damodar, and Radha Gokula. Yeah. Gaurnitai. Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. I think you can see Yashoda, Mother Yashoda, and Damodar Bhagavan and Radha Gokula. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll meet again on Wednesday, same time.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
One
Prabhuji.
second.
Hare Krishna.
Patitanam Pavani Krishna Gaurapati.
thank you very
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Leave.
Right.